Welcome to the Sunset Archon channel, where we aspire to gain from night to first light. And today is a good day. Actually, it's been a whole good week, especially because of this. That's right, there is finally an announcement in the last Nintendo Direct, where we will be getting Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door on Switch in 2024. And let me tell you, that one announcement made waiting through the whole Direct worth it. Now, not to say there weren't other games that were good to look forward to, like Princess Peach Showtime, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. But today we're going to be focusing on Paper Mario. But first, there's just 3 more days left to watch Mega Man NT Warrior on Capcom USA YouTube channel. 61 days until Super Mario RPG comes out. And there isn't a definitive release date for Paper Mario yet, so I just have it set to New Year's. 10 days remaining until Genshin Impact 4.1 maintenance. And 11 days remaining until Infinity Strash, Dragon Quest The Adventure of Guy, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder in 30 days. I gotta say, all of these games I'm looking forward to. Curious about Super Mario Bros. Wonder since it has its own badge system. But we're about to get into the OG badge system next year, and I'm excited for that. Now, without further ado, let us get started with today's stream. And today, we'll be playing more Paper Mario. So yes, we have been Paper Mario is a game that originally came out in 2004. And since then, it has only been on the Gamecube. And technically, you could play it on the Wii if you had a Gamecube controller. But aside from that, no other official way to play it. It'll be coming to Switch, I was losing my mind about it. That said, there are some people disappointed with this decision. I'm not naming names here. Some people complaining that it might be a $60 price point as opposed to it just popping up on Nintendo Switch Online. And let me tell you, I'm glad that it's its own game, and here's why. People complain it's $60. Well, my point is, it's $60. Just that. If I remember correctly, the original Paper Mario that was $40. So it's a $20 increase. I want you to think about this. Nintendo Switch Online is currently $20. So that's what you'd be paying if they added GameCube to the original Switch Online package. That's if you're lucky. But with our luck, if they weren't making it like this, they'd be adding it to the expansion pack, which is $50 a year, and there is no option for a 1-month or 3-month or 6-month package. So that's $50 a year you would have to pay to play Paper Mario. And we already do that for the original Paper Mario. But I don't think it's a good thing for the Thousand-Year Door. I have been playing Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door for well over a decade. It's one of my favorite games, and it's totally worth just taking a moment over the summer to just replay replay it, because when you replay this game from start to finish, you actually find things that you didn't find in past playthroughs. Each playthrough is a new adventure. And having to pay $50 each week just because I want to replay it just doesn't feel right. I would rather just pay the $60 and actually own the game, own access to the software that can actually play my save data. So, yes, it may be $60, but it's a $60 one-off, not a annual subscription to Paper Mario. That's my main issue with the complaints I've been hearing all over YouTube, but I'm still very excited for this game despite having played the Gamecube version so many times. And there are actually plenty of videos out there detailing some of the various content that was never implemented in the original Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door that might, and I use this term strongly, might show up in the Switch remaster. Now, the next thing I'm looking forward to, that I think everyone is really excited about, is the fact that it was remade at all. Because of the virtual embargo that Nintendo had on making original characters in the Paper Mario series. So excited is that they're finally going to see something other than the generic Toad again. Which I feel is a good selling point for both veteran Paper Mario players who have played the original and then have seen how the last 3 titles in the series turned out, and also the people who have never gotten the chance to play the Thousand Year Door. Because, like I said, it's only been on GameCube. GameCubes aren't in official circulation anymore. You can only find them on resellers like eBay, sometimes GameCube, sometimes Amazon. But yeah, even if you do manage to get your hands on a GameCube at a reasonable price, I have actually looked at the prices of the Thousand Year Door on eBay, and let me tell you, it is not pretty. It'll make you literally cringe. I'm not saying the prices are bad. I'm telling you, it will literally make you jolt in your seat, make your eyeballs pop when you see those prices that they're trying to sell the game for. So for someone who, whether you're actually playing for curiosity of hearing people talk about this game, or if you really do want to play it or at least own a copy for yourself, that the price that they're trying to ask for Thousand Year Door just makes it not worth it. So actually having this game come out in 2024 is going to be a great opportunity for people to see the Paper Mario that the world fell in love with. So, in the last 3 Paper Mario games, they went full throttle on the paper theme. The Japanese name for the first Paper Mario game for the Nintendo 64 was actually Mario Story. Meant to be a spiritual successor to Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, which is also being remade for Switch for this year. Anyway, and back then the theme of the game was paper. The world was made of paper, but it didn't actually force the characters to be paper. The characters just lived in a paper world that could actually fold together. Same with the Thousand Year Door, except you're actually cursed with paper abilities as well. In Super Paper Mario, rather than make the world paper, it was more of a drawing dimensions motif, and the paper dimension was literal. The paper aspect was actually flipping between 2D and 3D dimensions. More like taking inspiration from the pop-up motif and actually seeing everything from an angle. Then after that, things got crazy. We had Sticker Star, a game about magic stickers. And that was also the time when everything got turned into toads. And then we had Color Splash. Paint, but everything was good. Everything was okay-ish. We had the Toad Rangers. Still can't believe I'm actually saying that in its canon. And then we have the Origami King. Focuses more on folding. Everything's paper. I can't exactly harp too much on the origami theme, since the curses in the Thousand Year Door also have origami motifs. Paper airplane, the tube, not sure if I can call that origami, but still, and the paper boat. My issue was with the last 3 games going forward, because right now, Mario looks fine in Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, and Super Paper Mario. But once we got into Sticker Star, Color Splash, and Origami King, Mario had this, actually every character had this ugly white outline around them. As if whoever cut them out just couldn't be bothered to fully cut around their outlines. It just... Playing the game like that, it just irked me to no end. But now, with Paper Mario, with the Thousand Year Door remake, at least the trailer that they showed us, they're finally getting rid of that and returning to the original form. And I didn't think it was possible, but they're doing it better. How? So if you look closely around Mario's outline in that trailer, he will look kind of like this, an HD version, but still. But you'll also still see a small, very faint white outline, but it's not an outline. What you are seeing is the actual paper edge of the characters. You know how when you take a piece of construction paper and you tear it, the actual tear on the inside looks lighter than the color of the construction paper itself. It's like that. You actually get a whole new level of depth to how the characters look in the paper world, just from putting that small pixel of depth to their outlines, so they're not 100% flat. They actually have a thickness like actual paper. I gotta say, that is how you do it. I might just be nitpicking, but it is one of those small detail nitpicks that can really immerse you in the world. Another thing that I've noticed, you see how Coots just moves along with you, no matter what way you're facing, he just faces forward, while Mario actually has a back. One of the things that they've added, at least to Goombella and Professor Frankly, is that you can actually see their backs. They're actually giving all the other characters some kind of back sprite, it looks like it. Another thing to look forward to, and further adds to the depth of each character. Maybe even some of the enemies. Now, one thing I am concerned about with this update, one thing I am concerned about with this remaster are the controls. The jump action command buttons I'm not concerned about. Pulling back the left stick, I've already had plenty of experience with those when they added Paper Mario to Nintendo Switch Online. What I'm more worried about is Yoshi's action commands. Because those focus heavily on the R button for the Gamecube. You have to either rapidly press it for the ground pound, hold it for gulp, and then you have to alternate between L and R rapidly for stampede. Now that is kind of easy on the Gamecube controller, because it gives you a bit of leeway to press it before it actually registers the button press. But with the Joy-Cons and with the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, it is more of a one-and-done button tap, rather than a light press then a button tap. So I'm concerned how my timing is going to be when playing this. Granted, this is just my concern as someone who has basically been playing Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door on muscle memory for the last few years. That's my concern. Somewhere the immediate input of the Switch Pro controller is going to throw me off, but at the same time, that's what the Smash Bros. Gamecube controllers are for. So if it comes down to that, I can just use that. And hopefully it registers. Okay, I'm currently level 34. So the next talking point dives a bit more into speculation than what's actually confirmed. But one thing I've seen a lot of people talking about wanting, should a remaster of Thousand-Year Door arise, is that more elaboration is given on the adventures of Luigi and the Waffle Kingdom. That's right, Luigi gets his own adventure in this game, and partners, but we only hear about the story secondhand. Well, firsthand from Luigi's perspective, and then from the partner who lets us know about Luigi's various embellishings. And then we get to read the official book, sold in the Rogueport shop. What would be nice if that was an actual campaign you could play in this remake. Yeah, I'm such a high level that it's gonna be a while before we see our next level up. On the bright side, my badges are so stacked that I don't have to worry about anything. yes, there is a lot in Luigi's stories that I would love to see actually portrayed in the game. I mean, even if they added... Even if they turn his story into an autopilot picture book, that would be an improvement. The second thing is the lore. Behind Road. And also the story behind other characters that, for the sake of people watching this that haven't played Thousand Year Door, I am not going to say any further. But let me just say that it would be nice to be able to see those stories actually portrayed, to see how it all began. And I'll leave it at that. I'm probably not going to be able to get to everything I'm looking forward to finding out about the Paper Mario remake. So anything I do not go over in this stream, I will be going over in my Discord. The link is in the description for the first 100 users to join Sunset Grove. Alright, first 30 minutes and we've already reached floor 20. Previous topic with the no original characters. That trailer is the first instance of official Paper Mario content from Nintendo in a long time, where we have seen an original Toad design. You can see the original Toads, you can see Toadsworth again, you can even see the Pianta mobsters at Roadport about to jump something. That is just an iconic scene from Paper Mario, and I'm glad they kept it all. No concessions, no creative freedoms of replacing stuff. You gotta love it. Wait a minute. Well, this is embarrassing. I have gone into the pit of 100 trials without a life stream. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's what I get for just jumping in head first. Ah, one more thing I want to add. So just give me one moment. Yeah, this is giving me grief. Alright, good enough. There we have it. For each paper mark, for each 1,000-year door stream I do here until we get it on Switch, we will have the hashtag TTYD for life. We didn't have it any other way. And if you decide to talk about the 1,000-year door anywhere to hype it up, be sure to use this hashtag, TTYD for life. Let us continue down into the pit of 100 trials, at least until we get to the 30th floor. Because without those life streams, I am not going to make it to floor 100 even if I don't have the bone pit. Well, the benefit of starting the Pit of 100 Trials at this level and at the same time with 0 star points is that my number of star points is literally my count of my floor. As long as I don't skip floors. Alright. One of the last things off the top of my head that I'm going to be looking forward to, but also dreading, is the lighting. So I'm sure you've noticed, compared to the other games that I've played on the channel, if you're a regular, that when I stream the 1000 Year Door, the colors aren't as bright as they usually are. That's just how it is playing on the Gamecube. But hopefully we're actually getting a visual upgrade with the remaster. And I'm looking forward to that. But at the same time, I really hope that they keep the dank and musty ambiance of the road court sewers and the Pit of 100 Trials. That is a good portion of the people going into the sewers. If they just upscaled everything and made the Pit of 100 Trials all colorful and whatnot, that would be creepy in its own way. Hello, welcome to the stream. We've just been going on talking about how amazing it is Paper Mario: The 1000 Year Door is finally getting on a modern console. And the various joys and concerns of it. I am looking forward to seeing a code I don't hate. Because when they say no original characters for the last 3 titles, they meant no original characters. Alright, we finally made it to floor 30, so back up we go. There's the 1000 Year Door. But yeah, you can't even have you can't have a toad with a scar, you can't have a toad with a patch on its head. That is how no unique characters Nintendo has been for the last... When was Sticker Star announced again? I think that that was back in 2012. So let's say 10 years. I think Super Paper Mario was 2010. Yeah, there are plenty of toads in this game that don't have unique names, but you can actually look at them and tell that they have some kind of personality, individuality, and identity. But from Sticker Star to Origami King, there is no individuality. There is no personality. There is no identity. There is only Toad. We got Goombas with cats. Got mice, dogs. We've got other mustachioed fellows, like Charlieton over here. And the unique but temperamental Chef Zesty. Got friendly babams and cheap cheats here. And the kid toad. Female toads. Even the toads alone, it provides enough diversity of characteristics to make it feel like a real town. And that's how Toad Town felt in the original Paper Mario as well. So, seeing every Toad look the same in Sticker Star, that was pretty painful. Seeing the color drained from Toads in Color Splash, and then Nintendo literally forcing you to advance through the story, to paint those Toads back in a uniform manner with no characteristics. That was painful. And then we have the Origami King. At that point, there was so much disdain for the generic Toads that they took that as a sign for, okay, what if we made the bad guys kidnap and do crimes against Toads? And that's how Origami came to be. We had Toads being taped to a tower, Toads being rubber band to seats and being tortured with bad theater. We have had not Toads cut up, but yeah. We have had Bowser's minions cut up into giant paper-mache buzzing beetles. That was some gruesome paper crimes in Origami King. Anyway, my point being, Toads have had it rough. Bowser's minions have always had it rough. And as a result, each of their kind has had it rough too over the last few years because of the no individuality rule. But with Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door returning in 2024, we're finally going to get to see some color in this world again. And I hope to share that with all of you. So, thank you so much for tuning in to this short stream, and also those who come to watch the playback later. Remember, Thousand-Year Door for life. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.